Live from scenic downtown Nashville, from Tripod Studios, it's El Naw with your host, El Graves.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the El Naw Show. Hey, I am El Graves. I am your host. And hey, this is a show where every week we're going to cover the biggest topics in sports from the East Coast to the West Coast and, of course, the third coast right here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Gang, gang.
I mean, hey. Gang, gang. Hey, before we even get started, though, I'm going to need you to go onto YouTube and Facebook, smash like, smash follow, smash subscribe. And, I mean, you got to hit us up on the gram. That's El Naw Show. Come on, you got to be on there. You got to see what we're doing. Mm-hmm. Get it popping on there. And of course, if you're not in all of those things, hit us up on stdmatch.com. Mm-hmm. Just itching to find somebody.
Is that a place? I'm sorry. Is it okay if I start talking?
Absolutely, yeah.
Is STD Match a real thing?
It is.
That's a website.
Yeah,
it is.
That's where people match if they have the same STD.
So every episode, the bit is that El will pick a new dating app.
Yeah.
That will pick a new obscure dating app.
Yeah, that's a real one.
I don't know if you have to have the same STD. Maybe it's like
I prefer you
attract.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Opposites attract. Yeah.
You can't have just two quarterbacks running the field.
Yeah,
There's only one quarterback on the field at one time.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody's got to hand off the ball.
Yeah. That's a good point.
And then the STD check, I'd hope that most people would keep their hands off the ball.
That's how they got misplaced in the first. Oh, wait, but before we get started, I got to introduce first the man, Casey Shaheen.
Yo, at Gym Class Tryhard on the Twitter and the Instagram. We're out here. And we're also joined by a very special guest.
We got to throw it to our special guest, our resident climate change denier.
Yeah, not real.
Of course.
Yeah.
And, of course, Celtics fan, Matt Boy.
Yeah. What's up, guys? How are you? Thank you for having me on the show.
You got some applause.
Pleasure.
Oh, cool.
Matt does comedy here in Nashville.
Yes. Check
he's
this
not
man
used to hearing
out.
applause, so
Yeah.
decided to give it to him. He's not. We ran out of headphones.
Ooh.
That's fine.
Don't know where they're at.
I don't know if you can hear us. You can hear
I can hear you guys.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
we
for
sound
sure.
great. We sound great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
really good.
You really do. Yeah.
Let's get into it. Let's get into the show.
Wait, yeah, we got to run this show down because, I mean, it's going to be nuts today because I am lit like a Roman candle, okay? It's gray outside. It's pretty dark, but I'm excited because we got some stuff to run down. I mean, because first in Drink Local, we got some exciting news about the 2019 draft. I don't know if I want to break the news now, since we just run it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll wait. If you don't know, we'll surprise you later. But yeah, some cool stuff's going to happen with Nashville, the draft. I mean, if you can't pick up what I'm putting down about just that, then you're
We drafted a new quarterback. Mariota's out.
Mariota's out, and the new Tom Brady's in. But also, we're going to talk about the Knights, the Nashville Knights. If you don't know who they are, you better learn because they're our LFL team. They badass. And I mean,
Now, before the show, Matt was asking what LFL stood for. He thought there was a lingerie football league.
Yeah.
No, we've talked about
And you were
this.
like, no. And I was like, oh, Lady Football League. And you were like,
that makes more sense too.
yeah.
does.
I like Lady Football League.
Yeah.
Because it makes them seem good, nice people.
Yeah, there's
You know?
nice ladies.
Yeah, nice ladies.
They
They're
got
nice
some
ladies.
ladies.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice
But no,
ladies.
and then you told me that they're chugging beers and punching each other in the face. And I was like, oh, yeah.
No, that's a
Heck yeah. Yeah. Gang.
Where's
Gang.
Stone Cold? He can be like, give me a hell yeah.
Right.
That'd be
So
perfect.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is hosting Forged in Fire, the show on History Channel where people build knives and run them through obstacle courses.
I love Forged in Fire.
Is that you said Bill Goldberg, right?
Oh wait, Goldberg? No.
Oh, I thought did you say Steve Austin?
Yeah.
I was thinking Bill Goldberg. He's the Pepsi to WWF's Coke. He really is.
I hate him sometimes, but he's good. He's like ex-football player.
Yeah.
And I heard he can eat a whole turkey in 5 minutes too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's true either.
I thought that was Andre the Giant. By the way, watch the Andre the Giant documentary on HBO.
I
really
still
good.
The
have
show
not
is
watched
sponsored by that documentary.
Still haven't watched
It's fantastic.
that.
It's
I'm
really,
a
really
turd.
good.
I cried. I welled. I didn't cry, but I welled up when Vince McMahon was talking about how he said, and I quote, "I have a facility for shutting things down." The question was asked, "Do you have any regrets about your falling out with Andre the Giant?" He goes, "Well, I have a real facility for blocking things out that hurt me, and yeah, that would really hurt." And just to see the weakness in Vince McMahon, who even the character himself is not far off from the man himself who took wrestling and essentially he was like the Ulysses S. Grant. Was that the South?
Yeah.
Okay, so who is the guy? Who is
Yeah.
the North guy? Civil War. The show's sponsored by the Civil War.
General Patton.
No,
you go.
wrong war.
I don't know.
Whoever brought
Dick Cheney?
whoever united the union, the states.
Dick Cheney.
The George Washington, if you will.
Yeah.
Of the,
That's a good one.
Yeah, he united everybody, and watching him, it was great. Watch the documentary. We're doing the rundown.
Yeah, shout out to HBO. You're doing great out there, guys.
Yeah.
Killing it.
You made Vice a thing, so shout out to you. But yeah, we'll hit on them because I mean LFL's killing it. It's not the lady football league though. I mean,
No.
you know, it's legends because they're legendary.
Legends, yeah.
They were
Already.
lady
The
football
legendary
league.
ladies.
They could have a
Legendary lady
sponsorship.
football.
That's my favorite WWE tag team, by the way.
Yeah.
The legendary ladies.
The legendary
Yeah, yeah.
ladies.
Legendary
Yeah.
ladies. Is that Charlotte?
I have no idea.
Charlotte Flair. Woo!
Yeah, I wish she would.
Charlotte Flair more like whoo. You know what I mean?
She's hot though.
She's a good-looking lady.
Shout out to you, Charlotte. But also, after that, we're definitely going to hit up Nashville SC because our boys are looking a lot better than they did in the
Yeah.
past. I roasted them at the beginning of the season. They look trash, but
Yeah.
now they actually got some defense. We're definitely going to touch on how they got better. Shout out to Lebo Maloto.
Wow.
I just like saying his
Lebo
name.
Maloto?
Lebo Maloto.
It's a name you don't change.
You don't.
That's Luke Mbaamute's cousin. I don't know if you knew that or not, but
Mba Amute.
that's just
Sounds like a song by Hanson.
phenomenal name.
Mbapamute.
Yeah.
Mbapamute.
Hanson, when you coming back to Bridgestone? I want to see that.
No, they're playing Wild Horse now. They're playing more intimate venues.
Smaller venues, more intimate.
Say that name again.
Mba Amute.
No, the other one.
Oh wait.
The SC player,
Oh, Lebo Maloto.
Lebo Maloto.
Yeah.
God, good on him. What a cool guy. I never even met him. Never even seen him
Me
before,
neither,
but
but
he seems like a cool guy.
He's an angel.
Does he have
Yeah.
a good beard?
What?
Does he have a good beard?
He doesn't even have a beard.
Lebo sounds like a guy with like a beard.
Not a lot of them have beards, which makes me not trust them a lot. But,
Well, they're soccer players, you know.
yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Soccer player without a beard. That's weird.
Floppers.
Yeah, but we'll definitely roast them a little bit. I mean, not roast them. We'll talk about how they have improved since then. And of course, lastly, we got to hit on some more. Oh, wait.
We got to coast to coast.
Oh, yeah, and coast to coast, because, I mean, there's so much going on in sports. I mean, sadly,
Coast.
NBA, we're down to the finals.
Yeah.
Somebody's team.
We're going to dedicate a lot of time to that, I think.
Yeah, we're going to dive into
we?
that because it's like, I feel like it's a soap opera.
Yeah.
The finals or these playoffs have definitely been a soap opera.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we got time to cry about that a whole lot and get into that some more. Definitely going to hit on some of this crazy stuff that's happening with Reuben Foster. We've been touching on a little bit and how him and his domestic violence things, but got some new updates to that. And,
I'm just reading this. It's funny.
yeah.
Looks like betting's cool now. I love
Oh,
that.
yeah, we definitely got to hit on that. Yeah.
Sports betting?
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
betting
yeah.
is cool and you can do what you want now.
Yeah.
So, oh, this is the Bible Belt, so we'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
Because, of course, with Jesus running Tennessee, you can't, I'm sure there's got to be something.
Something's going to happen.
Yeah.
You got to, get some moonshine with each bet or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's I'll save it for that section.
Yeah.
And then hit him hard with it.
I have a lot of
takes.
I have a lot of takes on the betting thing.
Yeah,
the
I can't-
sports bet.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Because I got my wallet is waiting. But and lastly, technical foul. I want to chat about some of these rule changes we just made in the NFL.
Yeah.
Some people want to protest. Some people feeling like there's a place and time for that. Some people feeling like you shouldn't even be on the field if you want to do it. So we
Oh,
can
I
jump
thought we
in
were
there.
going to talk about the new kickoff rule.
Oh yeah. Well,
No, I'm kidding.
we could chat about.
I mean,
that.
we can though.
I'd like it, yeah.
I actually don't know what the new kickoff rule is,
They-
but I know
they
they
hasn't
changed it.
really-
I know they changed it.
It actually is. So they're doing the whole
Oh, yeah.
you just catch it and then you're done.
Yeah, you pretty much.
Pretty much.
It's so stupid.
Trying to
get
get
one-
rid of the kicker.
Let's
Yeah.
get into that.
Yeah.
We should get rid of the kicker.
Yeah.
You should just throw the football.
Yeah, open up the
Killing
ceiling
that
on
foul.
those salaries. They
Yeah.
get overpaid.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Brett Kurt
Rest in
overpaid.
peace, Rob Baronis.
Yeah. Oh, as we say that, rest in peace, Rob Baronis. I love you. He's a G.
That's a bit. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Careers,
That's a new segment.
people. All right, let's do this. Let's get into.
To be
the
fair,
block.
I can name more kickers than I can fullbacks. Isn't that crazy? I really can't name any fullbacks,
Whoa. As you say
but I can
that-
name a lot of kickers.
Yeah, as you say that, I can two pop up in my head real quick. And
Yeah.
fullback's one.
Who's your fullback?
Mike Allstott.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he wore the big thing on his neck.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah, I
Daryl
got a few
Johnston.
kickers, but I really can't think of a single fullback. Can you name a fullback?
Not really. I'm just gonna pull up because I'm sure it's a sleeper. It's like, oh, that guy.
Yeah.
The only other one I can think of, Daryl Johnston. Emmitt Smith run fullback.
Was Lindell White a fullback or was he just fat?
Yeah, just a little bit chunky up in the belly and
that was a
head
Thunder
and
Lightning.
back.
Remember that? That was a good.
That was a perfect
peak
combination.
Tennessee Titans. I feel like.
I feel like we
was
got
Lindell and Chris Johnson.
Ooh,
Remember that? They were
I
called
like that.
Thunder and Lightning.
Hopefully we get that right now because we got we got Henry, we got Lewis. They love posing for pictures together, so I think they'll get along.
Who's Lewis? Deion Lewis?
Yeah.
Really? You guys got him from us?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
What do you mean us?
The Patriots.
Oh, he's a Pats fan. He's a Boston boy.
Yeah. And then
Not from Boston, born and raised in
That's
Middle
fine.
Tennessee.
We got
in
Sonny
the yacht.
Mitchell though. Yeah.
Well, at least you're consistent about your area.
Yeah,
You know the Red
I had
Sox
to.
too.
That I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out
That
to
was
Mookie
the
Betts.
thing. My sports origin was actually the Patriots. My mom's parents are from Rhode Island. And so they were Patriots fans. They didn't really care about any other sports though, but they were like I didn't have a choice growing up. Like I was a Patriots fan. There was no not being a Patriots fan. And so then when I got older and like started getting interested in like the NBA and MLB and stuff like that, I was like, well, I can't just like I was like, well, I might as well just take all the sports from the same area. Cuz I didn't want to be the guy that was like a Patriots fan and a Spurs fan because my dad's from Texas, and then like just like pick around for the best teams, you know.
like,
so I was
who's
just
good
like,
today?
I'm also a Celtics fan and a Red Sox, and then I just so happened to be they're all also like the best teams in their respective sports.
That's true.
So, or at least for the 2000s, you know, with the Red Sox winning
won't hate on you
3
for it,
series, and then. I picked a really good time to be a Celtic. Like I started being a Celtics fan during the playoffs with the Big 3 in 2008, and so it was like it's very fortunate for your boy, but
Almost too fortunate, if you ask me.
right. But I had to keep it, I had to keep it consistent. I didn't want to be one of those guys. I don't like it when people are like fans across states.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I got coworkers who was like, "How long you been a Warriors fan?" "Oh, 2 years." And like
Yeah.
years.
People that do that. Yeah. Bandwagon.
bandwagon.
Yeah.
Hey, we need some Tennessee bandwagon fans.
We do.
We'll get those.
Well, I mean, we did the Predators. There's a lot of bandwagoners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's about time. They needed. It was like the second IPO, like the first, like your first IPO. When
I don't
they come-
drink IPOs. I'm sorry.
You're not a big IPO guy.
No.
Too hoppy.
Yeah.
He doesn't jump. When they came in as part of the expansion league in '98, they had to build a fandom, but then they really didn't have. They were making playoffs, but it was hard to really see them go anywhere.
Yeah.
So that was the first public offering, and then a couple of years ago last year was the second round, where that's when you start to really get some steam, but you have to build something up. So looking in terms of investments,
I mean,
it makes sense.
You can definitely segue those fans over to us. I feel
Yeah,
like.
they're going to stick around. I think Preds fans will stick around.
Transfer students.
Yeah.
It's like in every sport that's not football, and I guess now hockey, Nashville people have fandom elsewhere.
Yeah,
like there's
because it's a
Braves fans.
trans
Like
fan.
Nashville's a big Braves
He's a big Braves fan.
country.
Yeah.
Are you? You're a big
Yeah.
Braves? Yeah. So it makes sense. It makes sense until we get like a major, or the same thing with the NBA. It's like people from Nashville don't really have a huge reason to be a Grizzlies fan other than it's the same state. You know, it's like as close as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Even though Nashville and Memphis are just like
Different
nowhere near
worlds.
each other.
People don't even
culturally.
associate Memphis and Tennessee sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Memphis. That's
Feels more like
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Really, it's closer to Arkansas than it is to Tennessee.
Yeah.
And it's in
Little
Tennessee.
skip,
Yeah.
and it's right there. But that's what's nuts about it. I mean, hopefully we can get them bandwagon fans and
Yeah.
push them over to our side.
It'd be nicer. We could just bring them over to Nashville where they could be successful. I don't know.
I mean, hey, why not? Because that's we were talking about that earlier, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, let's get
later.
into it. Let's get into the show.
Yeah. So speaking of Nashville and how dope it is, we'll do drink local. I'm gonna hit.
I got you up. There it is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get a little Homer Simpson burp.
Yeah,
Homer
I heard
Simpson
it.
burp.
Yeah,
Matt doesn't
yeah.
have headphones on for the listeners.
Hopefully, you guys got headphones at home because if you don't, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But we get the draft, 2019 NFL draft here in Nashville. Let's turn up.
What is that going to look like?
I feel like it's going to be like a lot of drunk people in the streets.
Yeah.
Just yelling at Roger Goodell.
The one thing I can't wait for, because I looked at the schedule and I can't remember if we play Buffalo here or we play
play
in Buffalo.
there.
We play there? That
Yeah.
sucks. Because making money downtown on 2nd Avenue, historic 2nd Avenue.
Yeah.
I'm trying to personally start the rebrand because 2nd Avenue sucks now. Start calling it historic 2nd Avenue.
It's back.
I need Bills fans. They are the best fandom. Bills Mafia is the best fandom in sports.
Great fandom. I hate Bills fan.
I love them. They're trash.
Like, oh,
They pile drive Yetis.
I absolutely hate
I know you
Bills
do.
fans.
I
Yeah.
know you do.
Yeah.
I love them. I just love how trash they are.
They're like Patriots
but
fans
they're-
without any of the resume. Like they have,
there you go.
they have no good reason to be as arrogant as they are.
No, have you been to Buffalo? It's home of Buffalo wings and Rick James. That's all they got.
Yeah.
They're blue collar people with nothing else to identify with except for a team that doesn't ever do well. But the one thing they can rally around is that damn team right there.
Yeah.
They've
So,
been
I mean,
to
that's what I
multiple
like
Super
about it.
Bowls. Who else has been to
They lost
multiple-
four
Orenthal,
straight.
Jay,
They lost 4 straight Super Bowls.
It's like LeBron. You go to the finals a bunch of times.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's all that matters.
Bills is actually an acronym for "Boy, I love losing Super Bowls." I don't know if people knew that or not.
That's
but
fun. That's a good
I hate
that's a
the
good
Bills fans
colloquialism.
so much.
I'm going to start telling them that.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
yeah, you can use it. It's not even mine. I don't know who said
You know
that
what? You don't have
first,
to
but-
talk to me. Just send over to me. They tip me very well. They're good
Yeah.
people because
Hey.
they mean well, and they're also a little bit dim.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like about them.
There's a lot of Bills fans here in Nashville.
They're very salt of the earth.
Yeah, and they don't come out till like winter or something like that. They're like,
Yeah.
or something
The
like
best Bills play of all time was when Gronkowski scored his 69th touchdown in Bills Stadium. They threw a dildo on the field.
It was great.
That's the best thing that they've ever done. That's literally the best thing a Bills.
Like, and I'm wondering, did that person plan ahead? With
I hope
that
not. I hope
dildo?
they just accidentally found a dildo. I hope it was
In the
just,
Bills
yeah,
Stadium.
it was just rolling down the steps.
This will fit in my fanny pack.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, perfect
Yeah.
time for a dildo.
I also love the idea that whoever checks bags at Bills Stadium was just like saw that in there, was like, well, it's not metal, so yeah, go ahead. You go ahead and take it in.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Smoking apparatus? Yeah, go ahead.
What are you gonna do with that? If Gronk scores a 69 touchdown, I'm gonna throw it at him.
That's great.
Yeah, go ahead, take it in.
Go in,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Foresight we need.
Write your name
Bills
on it.
Mafia. Yeah.
Shout out to Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
Love you.
I love them
guys.
because if you ever watch the videos of their tailgates, they're just pile driving each other through tables and stuff.
That's the way the Bengals fans were when they were here.
They're less racist Philly fans.
There you go.
They don't
Yeah.
eat shit. You know what I mean? They eat shit in Super Bowls, but they don't physically eat shit during parades and celebratory
Physically.
Super Bowl wins.
Physically
Yeah.
shit.
So it's going to happen here. Where's it going to happen? Location, talk venue.
That's what I've been wondering. Is because a lot of people have been talking about Bridgestone Arena. They've been talking about MCC. My opinion, probably MCC. Just because
Yeah.
you got the biggest open space. You can open up Bridgestone. You got the Marriott yard. Which would be
Yeah.
perfect. I mean,
This is gonna happen at the rooftop of Hard Rock Cafe. I think they're just gonna do it right up
That's what
there.
they
Been to a
should do.
wedding there.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
spacious.
Yeah.
Very spacious. They should have it at Marathon and just invite Juicy J.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Why not?
Or Lil Jon, seeing as he is the
His
music
bass-
of all Titans games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we could jump into the 21st century.
I wish we could too.
And leave
We
Lil
can't.
Jon back there, but
I hope they do it in Bridgestone, specifically because I think that acoustically, that's the place where we can give Roger Goodell probably his loudest boo of all time.
yeah.
Like I think
Yeah.
that we could literally give him heart palpitations with the boo that we could exude.
Then Winnipeg can be like, you guys are using speakers.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, well, no.
Yeah,
Winnipeg
yeah.
was using speakers, but also their entire arena was made out of cement. I just want everyone to know that.
Yeah.
That their acoustically their arena was built for being louder because it's all cement. It's old and Canada has an 88 cents on our dollar exchange rate right now.
Exactly.
So.
That's nuts. But we'll probably be in there like, wait, it's all your fault. Right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That would be
giving
perfect.
him Pred's chance.
Yeah, press
yeah,
chance because
yeah.
I feel like the press chance are going to be Titans chance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The Titans have 1 minute to pick. Thanks, Paul.
I like
would
that.
be lit.
That'd be so funny.
That would be lit. Oh, I didn't shout out the Titans and NFL shop.
you got
The
the
jersey looks
Uni.
better than I
My
gave it credit
jersey.
for.
It's new and it was free. That's the best part about it.
Oh really?
Free.
Season ticket holder.
Yeah.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
Where are your tickets?
Section 328 in Nosebleed City.
That's nice
So,
though.
you know, it's good because you can see the whole field, and you know when you get really drunk, it's really cold up there. So
Yeah,
keeps you
yeah.
nice and
Yeah.
aired
And if
out.
there's a fire, you'll never get out.
You're gonna die.
Right. right.
Screwed.
Die right where you want to die on that field. Yeah.
Ah, yes, I paid $2,000 for
Yeah,
the seats,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I burned it, and it's perfect.
Right.
So we had 400,000 to city festivities. Are you saying from like past the So when's the last time we had a draft in Nashville?
Last time, never.
So these so
So these stats are probably mostly from the last one because 400,000
in-
packed into the city because you have it's like
so
a whole
in
week.
Dallas you're talking about.
Yeah.
So in Dallas, bringing 400,000.
Yeah, because you have the whole NFL experience where you can like
Yeah.
jump in this thing and look like I'm catching a football, and you can bring your kids and all this other stuff. So it's like a whole week event.
My favorite's the Adrian Peterson experience where you get to pick a switch and just beat the shit out of your kid.
Yeah.
Hey, that sounds like Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's everybody. But I'm excited for that.
But he's got a better agent, so he got it branded.
Yeah.
Peterson's got a good brand.
He'll probably get another team or something after that
Yeah.
too. Good lordy. But yeah, that's what I'm lit about. So whatever, I mean, Nashville already has a huge tourist population, so it's probably going to overflow. I feel like it's going to be nuts.
I mean, that kind of brings us back to last year when Preds were in the finals, and it coincided with the CMA Fest.
Oh yeah.
That was
I mean, it sucks that the Preds are out of the playoffs, but can we not agree that thank God that's not happening again?
that's the upside.
Yeah, that's the one upside
Yeah.
is because that would have happened again this year, right?
It was-
the
it was-
Stanley
you
Cup
already
would be
know.
during CMAs.
Yeah. Well, for those of you who weren't here, those who weren't in, and by the way, shout out my mom's here, beautiful Michelle Shaheen. There she is. She's
Mama
waving.
Shaheen.
She's waving off camera. You can hear that. You can hear it. The streets were mad, and like CMA Fest is already a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's already full of like 45-year-old chubby Kentucky women wearing hooded sweatshirts in the middle of
Basic
Yeah.
hooded sweatshirt and mud jeans, capris. You can see their varicose
Mud
veins.
jeans. That's a double D on
Yeah,
that.
they are just, and they are not tipping. They're sweaty. They're waddling a lot.
Yeah.
And her husband Tom
Yeah.
is carrying her purse because he's a sweetheart. Doesn't
a
say much,
sweetheart.
but
Sweetheart.
that's what it was. And then you had the Preds fans, and it was, I mean, what was it, 500,000-600,000 people here during the games. They had to move the award ceremony to a convention center from Bridgestone originally because of how many people.
Yeah.
It was insanity, absolute
Yeah.
insanity.
Insane. It was cool for the city too. It
was perfect.
Hopefully we get that where everybody's going to pack in. Oh, the Titans are playing, so let's all run to Bridgestone Arena. I guess I don't know where you'd run for that.
I think I said this. So Matt and I have did a radio show for years, and I said this around the time that when we did it. Shout out Pop Topics, gang gang.
Top topics.
We
Gang, gang.
I realized that being on the streets where we had every street blocked off, gang gang, every street blocked off with the monitors and stuff, and how everyone was excited and watching one thing happen at one time, I could have been a Nazi. Based on how susceptible I am to like hive mind and group mentality.
Yeah.
Because if a bunch of people are excited, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And like just people are just yelling stuff, and I'm like, yeah, and just
Yeah.
like agreeing with things that I just because I was primed for it, so I get it.
Yeah.
Go Brad, yeah.
Mob mentality.
Mob mentality,
Mob
Yeah.
mentality.
man.
I've never been a violent man, but I saw a Penguins fan in that crowd, and I was like, I felt like Trump. I was like, I could beat this guy up on Broadway, and I wouldn't leave a single. No one would
I'm
tell
not in
on
the drunk
me.
tank for you, sir.
Yeah. And, no, the cops would help. They
Yeah.
would probably help.
Oh, so get that Penguins fan out of here.
it was
He
insanity.
been, breathing your air or something
Yeah.
like that.
No, it was
But
insane.
yeah, that's a really good point, especially being from Nashville. I have never seen like sports fandom like that in Nashville than when we
This is
went
a
to
hockey
the
town.
Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Like people out in the street. I mean, people going crazy during the finals. It was crazy because like the away games were better because no one was in Bridgestone, so everyone was on the street.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to see that. But at the same time, it's like, oh, I could use that once every 5 years. Let's go to the Stanley Cup every 5 years, and then I'll be able to be okay with that.
I don't
you
think
know?
I've recovered from that. By the way,
Yeah.
from last year, like
Yeah.
losing in the finals. I don't remember a time in my life where I was that like happy. And I think it was just because I was like, I was just having a good time every day, every other day. You're just going out, crowds of people, you're drinking, you're having fun, you're meeting people, high fives, talking about how Subban's the greatest thing that's happened,
Yep.
that's come from Canada since Alan Thicke, or Shania Twain. Like it was the best. And like just talking about it, and it was great. And then so this year was real upset.
Yeah, it was sad.
What do you
but,
do?
I mean, like I said, I'm glad it didn't.
So the draft's gonna feel that way, and then we're gonna have Bills Mafia fans.
Oh, Bills Mafia. Oh, they'll probably be.
We're gonna
there.
have Jaguars fans.
Oh my gosh, it's
all
the
6 of
melting
them.
pot.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a normal Nashville, but with
Yeah.
stupid fans. in it.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's already
riot is
kind
gonna
of
break out.
it's already kind of like that. There's so many transplants in Nashville. I did a comedy show on the night of the draft at a sports bar on Demumbrian called Doghouse. Are we familiar?
Yeah.
Very square bar. Columns
yeah.
can't see across the bar.
They got a bottom level and a top level, and the comedy show was upstairs, and we had to wait for the draft to be over to start the show, and it was packed. Like there was like 2 of every NFL team fan in the bar.
Really?
Yeah. It was like Noah's Ark for douchebags. Like they were just like everyone was in there. and they were like loving it. They loved watching the draft, especially Browns fans. They love watching the draft. It's the best part of the year for them. And
did I tell you about did I tell you about my Browns story? I was watching it at work. There were 4 Browns fans sitting at the bar, and then it was their faces going from
they love it. Yeah.
They think they love to just get dumped on. That's why they're the Browns fans.
Yeah.
I mean, it's per usual.
Yeah.
Per usual.
Yeah. That's literally their
That's so
Super
funny.
Bowl
Yeah.
every year.
Yeah,
And Browns
yeah.
fans, their Super Bowl is the draft.
And just that disappointment right
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah. The moments before the draft. Sorry, not then they actually draft the worst player in the draft, and then they're like, "Oh shit! Now we're this again."
I'm hoping Baker Mayfield's actually good.
I hope so too. Yeah,
I'm just hoping that Josh Allen isn't actually racist.
Yeah.
Just so that they could somehow pick him up in a
Here's to
trade.
hoping. Yeah.
Here's hoping you're not racist.
So let's move on. We're cooking. Let's keep going.
Wait, we got to keep pushing on because let's see. Because the last thing we hear on there was that draft. So hey, we definitely got to dive into the LFL, the Lady Football League.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I feel like they're the hottest thing going right now.
Yeah.
Other than
Literally.
the Sounds. I mean, the
Sounds are kind of shit in the bed, right? Or they're not doing too well. Someone was telling
doing
me
too
that they've
great.
like been losing games, like getting blown out.
Yeah, because last show
Won
talked
against the
about
Redbirds,
that.
all right?
Yeah, what against the Redbirds? That was pretty good. That was a
was
good
3 weeks ago.
series.
Yeah.
that was a great series. But after that, pretty much poop in the bed, shit in the bed.
Are we still the Dodgers farm team? Who are we? The
Brewers.
We're the Brewers.
The Brewers
So
are.
look at how good the Brewers are.
Yeah.
And then
It's kind of weird that the best part of minor leagues is either drinking or watching injured major league players play. That's like
That's what I
the
like
two
the
best
most.
parts of the minor leagues.
because this one dude's gonna crush it.
Maybe I remember when what's his name? I hate him so much I can't remember his name. Holy shit! What's the Yankees? Not Jeter, but the other guy. Steroids.
A-Rod.
A-Rod.
Steroids.
Damn. I remember when he got injured, and then the next season he was playing for the Yankees farm team, and they had like record attendance at all the stadiums he was playing at because everyone wanted to see A-Rod.
Or maybe they just wanted to sleep with him so they get that sweet gift basket.
Yeah.
Sweet gift
But that's the best part is that they weren't even seeing A-Rod; they were seeing like 20% A-Rod.
Yeah.
But that
Not
was like
even.
it was like when Tebow
Yeah,
last
it's the
year
same, like
was
seeing
playing.
Tebow, exactly.
Oh, Tebow, yeah. That's like when Sammy Sosa got called down. He was playing in Jackson.
Yeah.
The Generals.
Yeah.
Everybody was there. He was horrible then,
Yeah.
too. Gosh, that was weird.
Well, I mean,
But-
the best way to say Tebow is just like go ahead and go on the line to a bunch of Christian colleges, look at their agenda, and he's probably going to do a talk there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this has just come out that he's like he was taking a knee against abortion.
Oh,
so now
yeah,
they're saying he was protesting.
Oh yeah, that's a whole other. Yeah.
That's a whole.
I
kettle of
want to jump off the roof.
Yeah.
I hate everybody, man. I hate just. Oh man.
fish. Well,
Children.
back to perfect transition
Let's
to
talk
football.
about. Let's talk about. Hey, everyone love the ladies football
Love the
legends.
ladies,
Football league.
Legends football league.
right, let's talk about 'em.
Because we got the best team in the league. I mean, we're gonna win this championship. I feel like because nobody's got the ballers that we do. Because we got vets. I mean, KK Matheny, she is bomb. I mean, she killed it. But the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that the Mist, Seattle Mist, who we played this past weekend, and the Knights hate each.
The Knights are wetter than the mist. That's for damn sure.
I like that.
Gang,
I like
gang.
that. As it rains outside. Gang.
Yeah.
But yeah, they hate each other. I feel like 3 fights broke out. during the
Nice.
game. Watch it on YouTube. Everybody at home too. If you're on there, just YouTube.
I feel like they could do their draft by just walking down Broadway on like a Thursday night.
Yeah. Yep. If you're over 5'9", you're on the
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Actually, our quarterback is 5'3". So
Really?
if you're 5'2" and up.
Yeah.
And she's apparently the Tom Brady of LFL.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, she's a beast.
Yeah. Is that
Amazing.
because she makes out with her son? Is that why she's the Tom Brady?
I mean, hey,
the
it
LFL.
was just a nice smooch.
Yeah.
Reminiscent of Lil Wayne and Big
I'll throw
Birdman.
this mic across the room. You say that one with me.
call that a kiss? That was my favorite part. That was so gross.
I was like, what?
So gross. There is no apologizing. No, I would love to. I would love to defend him. You call that a
Just yell at into
kiss?
his Ugg boots.
Yeah.
In his Ugg boots. And his son has to go to school and be like, hey.
Remember
You
when it
call it
was
a kiss?
really cool? Or it was like it was like there was a point in history where like the sexiest thing in the world was a cat fight. You remember that? People were like, "Oh, rare cat fight."
Yeah.
That-
Simpler times.
Yeah. That's not.
Harvey Weinstein was
I
still
was
in
never
power.
a cat fight guy.
No.
You know. It was the same thing.
kinda
Remember
was.
twins? Remember that
And twins.
yeah. Like there's nothing grosser than having sex with siblings. That's kind of the nastiest thing I've ever heard.
Twins.
Yeah.
So nice they made them twins. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. The 90s were weird. I blame
That
Ren
was a
and-
90s thing.
I blame
wasn't
Ren
it?
and Stimpy.
Yeah,
I missed
yeah.
the 90s.
I blame Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah. 90s was the weirdest
yeah.
time sexually.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was
Beavis
like
and
in,
Butthead taught me
Ren and
everything about
Stimpy.
sex.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. Sorry, Shel.
Saint Michelle.
She's dying over there. It's okay.
Sorry about you. It's totally PG show today.
Oh. So
Speaking of sexy images, so LFL.
Yeah.
I love it.
But again, we are mean. We are mean. I
Yeah.
feel like
You got to take me to a game.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it because we only got one more. June 23rd is the last home game.
Oh, okay.
So we got to go with all.
Where
the
are
other-
we in the standings? Is that a thing? Do they
yeah.
like?
Well, we're tied for first
Okay, cool.
because there's
Out of
only
how many
8 teams.
8 teams?
Yeah, and we're tied for first.
Yeah, CFL.
Yeah. See, yeah.
Yeah.
It threw me off side thinking. But yeah. We got four teams in our division because there's only 8. So yeah, we're tied for first in our division, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, we destroy everybody. I mean, the score is 43-24. Matheny, you only 5'3", but you throw 4 touchdowns. That's
Yeah.
it's pretty dope.
That's Russell Wilson numbers right there.
That is.
Yeah.
She is like a tiny Russell
She's like a
Wilson.
Russell
Hey,
Wilson.
we were talking about that last week. How she kind of stays in the pocket.
I
And
hate
she
Russell
can't be
Wilson.
touched.
She can't be
Hey.
touched.
Hey, he plays well though.
Are we fans of Russell Wilson on this show?
I like him because I
We are? Okay.
I like him because I feel bad for allowing the rumor about Sierra to go as long
No,
as it did.
I like him
Nothing
because
better.
he saved Future's career.
You think Russell Wilson did?
He did.
And then Future's doing a real good job of getting rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, and that album went platinum.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
shout out to Black Panther.
So let's talk about Nashville SC. We got to keep cooking.
We gotta keep it going.
because we're hanging back. We still got to get to Boston.
We're having too much fun.
We
right
are
now.
having a good time.
But Nashville SC, picked to host the 4th round of the U.S. Open Cup. If you guys don't know, that's pretty much. I think it's a baller tournament just because
Yeah.
you got like best teams from all the best divisions like MLS, USL, all battling to be number 1. And we're representing right now. We're playing the Colorado Rapids, so you don't want to mess with our balls.
I thought that'd be great. The
Soccer balls,
Rapids have a good fandom.
Soccer balls. That's what he
Real
wants.
good fandom.
Yeah. Oh man, it's nuts. Like going to a Nashville SC game, you feel like we've had a team for 15 years.
Yeah.
Because they're chanting. There's some pregnant lady like throwing a smoke bomb across the field, just like this
yeah.
baby running around with guns.
Yeah.
I mean, none of those things really happen. But
Sounds like
it was-
Gaza.
I felt bad because I didn't know.
Sounds like a
anything.
real Man-U match. You know what I mean?
Really.
Man, you
Bosnia.
really. Yeah. It's an Eastern Bloc.
But I like it though because we're lit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's.
You got to take me to a game too. I'd love to go.
Yo, we all need to go. This
Are
Saturday.
we going to first?
Yeah.
Yeah, First Tennessee.
First
Is it-
Tennessee
okay.
Park.
Right.
Like we said, it sounds you're not really packing it out, but Nashville SC packs it out every time.
Oh, they play on the
They play it,
Sounds
yeah.
field? Okay. I thought they were playing at Nissan.
They did the opener.
They played the opening at Nissan.
So what's going on with the MLS team? Do we have an MLS team?
We got an LMS team because we do have a president now. So now we got somebody like actually in charge.
So next year we have a team?
I'm thinking it might be like another
Well,
two.
so
We'll get
I know a little bit about this because I
interviewed.
interviewed for my podcast, Spray Tell with Matt Boyd on iTunes and SoundCloud. The one of the spokesperson and the president of the Nashville SC fan club, I think that's what they're called, Jonathan Slape. And he was explaining, this was before we even had Nashville SC. This was months and months ago, and he was explaining to me the reason that we have Nashville SC is kind of a proving grounds for, do we have enough of a fan base to have an MLS team? So if they continue to, or I don't know what attendance has been like, but if they get really good attendance for all the SC matches and people come out and they see a lot of support and people are buying jerseys and people are caring about it here in Nashville, then whenever the MLS does have a 2-team expansion, Nashville is one of the very few cities that are like in the running for an expansion team because they are looking to expand
You're
next
right,
year.
yeah,
I
because
think.
we already got it. They're just looking for that other team to add to balance it out. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, from what I've seen, they are doing it. I mean, like people really care about Nashville SC. People
It's nuts.
like watching the games. They get really good attendance and their social media is on point.
Yeah.
I follow.
Yes.
them.
They do a really good job.
They're doing a really good job.
Shout out to Has Been Sports too. They're doing a good job at.
Yeah, shout out to Hasbro Sports. They check us out a lot too. So shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Really good
awesome.
guys.
Really good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
It's not Brian.
But Nashville SC, yeah, definitely get out there. This Saturday, 7:30, First Tennessee. We're going to be playing Penn FC. So we're way better than them.
Yeah.
I mean, they suck.
The Riverhounds.
You suck, Penn FC.
We beat them earlier in the season, right?
Yeah, Riverhounds.
We stomped them.
Oh, yeah, next game is actually against the Riverhounds, but that's not here. That's going to be in actual Pittsburgh on the 30th. But
Riverhounds.
Yeah.
Oh, so Penn FC. Okay, so I get it. I thought they were the same club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it.
Which is really weird. They're both in Pittsburgh. But
Yeah.
yeah, you guys, two teams. I guess maybe location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of location, this is a location to have a really good conversation in our next segment that L is going to pitch up right now.
Yeah, let's take it coast to coast because so it looks like deja vu, I guess, again, because you got LaBreezy versus the Wheezies and the Feezies. Mm-hmm. I don't know
like
if you
what you
guys.
did there.
Yeah, thank you.
Lil Breezy.
LaBreezy.
Who's Breezy?
Who Breezy?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown?
Chris Breezy. That's what they call
Yeah,
him.
I guess that's the same
Yeah.
level of person.
Yeah.
Like LeBron's one of the best players
Can
on the
I
planet.
apologize
Best asshole on the planet.
to LeBron James in
Chris
public?
Brown? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Chris Brown? Yeah,
doesn't deserve
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm sorry. You know what? I forgive
you a
you for
doubter?
taking your talents to South Beach. This man is so good. He's so good.
Yeah.
man.
I want to apologize for like being just a hater just because it made sense. No.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm coming up in this bandwagon too, saying I'm sorry, but like, what? What?
The final play of that game when I can't remember who it was it Marcus Smart who jumps on his back, pulls
Yeah.
his shoulders.
That was Marcus Morris.
Yeah, Marcus Morris.
yeah.
He lays the ball up. Was that Jaylen Brown who still blocked
Yeah.
it? Still
Blocked
goes in.
it. Goaltend blocked it, and it still went in.
Still went in.
Yeah.
And that was the
Yeah.
whole game. When
Yeah.
he turned and looked and he just yelled.
Yeah.
That LeBron yells like looks like he has no teeth. And he's like,
Yeah.
I was like, God.
That guy's good at basketball.
He's real good.
That guy
good
is.
job.
He knows what he's doing.
He makes up for it because who does he have to like to support him? Really, like Jr. didn't
Oh,
really show up.
man.
Nobody.
Love, like why? Remember all the conversations about Love like 4 years ago.
And that's the only person he
like,
actually brought up. And he was like, I don't have my power forward, Kevin Love.
Yeah.
He didn't
Yeah.
mention anybody else.
And then like Kyle, do you know who my dad is? Corver.
Yeah.
Doesn't he just look like?
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't he look like he just flexes
Yeah.
his dad's like my dad knows the DA.
Travel team Kyle.
Yeah.
He looks like he
Travel
played for
team
every
Kyle.
travel team. Yeah.
He had a bunch of bags with his name on it.
Yeah.
Like one of the best 3-point shooters, but I don't remember him hitting a three at all in this
Man.
this whole round.
Yeah. No, and definitely
He played
not
better than-
game
he played
7.
better than
Game
Love
7
did,
was a
though.
terrible game.
Wow.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
really
for
was.
So
both
we got to talk
teams.
about
Yeah.
your Boston fan, Matt.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to throw it to you. How do you?
Well, so game 7 is a it's a hard thing to talk about just in the sense that like it sucks that we lost game 7. It sucks that we lost that series, but I feel like ever since the Milwaukee series, we've been playing with house money. Like we had no business even being in a game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals with losing Hayward at the beginning of the year and then Kyrie right before the playoffs.
Which was
and
such a
then-
got the
bummer.
Preds
Which
on.
was such a bummer because
Yeah.
like Kyrie was like a tertiary character in what's obviously it's like watching Game of Thrones. Sure, let's follow this metaphor. It's like watching Game of Thrones and you finally see the final matchup
Yeah.
and like Daenerys is benched.
Yeah.
And then you get like Ser Jorah. Like
Yeah.
it's like, wow, I wanted to see Kyrie and LeBron play because I wanted to see the chemistry, like the way that I wanted to see Westbrook and Durant play, and the lack of drama that happened there was kind of what primed me up to be like, this would be kind of a cool matchup.
Yeah.
But then going into the finals,
didn't happen.
they have no Kyrie, so it wasn't even that a compelling of a series.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that LeBron has depth. This man is good at basketball.
Yeah.
That boy good. That
Yeah.
boy
That boy
good.
good.
I was explaining to people like the best way to put it is like being a Celtics fan and watching these playoffs. It kind of felt like we found a lottery ticket before the playoffs happened, and it's like, well, we'll see if this works or not. Who knows?
I agree.
You know, I really have no expectation for any of this, but we'll see. And they were calling out the numbers, and like we got all the way to the last number, and then they were like 74, and our number was 73, and it's like, well, shit.
Yeah.
You know, but it was the other thing that I would say is that like going into the conference finals, I felt either I get to see the most improbable team make it to the finals ever in the Celtics, or I get to see a phenomenal player be the greatest in LeBron James. So it's really a win-win for me being a big fan of the NBA in general.
How convenient.
Was like, I either get to see my team, which has no business being here, advance, or just get to see the GOAT do GOAT shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd be hyped for next year just because the
Oh,
Celtics
yeah,
got that far without your two main guys.
Yeah.
And holy crap. Like,
Yeah, it's all up. It's all upside, and especially seeing where LeBron goes after
Is
this
he
next
is he
series.
leaving? Is he leaving?
Yeah, he's definitely leaving.
he's
the
leaving.
question is, where is he going?
Yeah.
And if he goes over
Knicks-
to the
Knicks,
West,
Houston,
I mean,
Lakers.
it's the Celtics in the finals every
Yeah.
year against either the Warriors.
I'd say Philly still has a shot.
yeah,
Yeah.
I remember at the beginning of the finals, I was like, I'd like to see, in the Eastern, I'd like to see, Philly and Toronto because I didn't think that the Cavs had it in them.
Yeah.
Well,
Because I don't see him leaving.
I don't see-
East.
yeah.
He's going to stay.
you don't
in
think
the
so?
East.
I think he needs to stay East just for his own legacy. And he said, but it could make sense because you remember we talked about before, he does want to stick around to be able to play in the league with his son, who's in middle school now. So in 7 years, when he qualifies to play, he wants to play at least one season with his son.
Tom Brady status.
If he's able to hang out in the
You
West,
call that a shot?
he kisses his son.
You call that a kiss?
Yeah,
they do a tip off against each other. He just kisses his son on the forehead
Yeah,
and just
yeah,
takes
yeah.
the ball and just dunks it on him.
Crap. That's
But no, it would make sense for him to go to a Lakers where they can build a team around him, Kobe status, because that management has tire tracks all over their back
man.
from Kobe being like, yeah, I don't want that guy. Get him out
Yeah.
of here. I want a new free agent. Brings him in here. LeBron can kind of hang out, rest a little bit for 7 years, hang out. But that's all predicating that he's going to play with his son. So where's he going to go? Is he going to go to Philly? Is he going to go? If he goes west, does he go Houston? Where's he going?
Philly's kind of the only logical Eastern Conference team
I think Knicks
for him
would be
to
cool
go to.
because it's the big show. Like
Yeah,
he
Knicks
could,
would be
he could turn
cool.
it. It would be cool.
yeah. But like
The
you
Knicks
said,
would be
you
cool,
gotta-
but that's just a dog shit
Yeah,
organization
that's
from
so
top to
It's
bottom.
horrible. You got
Yeah.
Dave Fizdale as a coach now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Check
Yeah.
that for data.
The thing with Philly is that they're already contenders as they are, and they're super young, and LeBron is clearly the captain of that team. And there's really nowhere else you can say that in the East. The only other place you can say that in the West is the Lakers. But anywhere else he goes would be he wants to recreate what he has right now, where he is the king of the Cavaliers.
He's gotta
Like
be
in
king of
every
it.
position, he's the GM, he's the coach, he's the best
he's-
player on the court, he's the first voice off the court, and he wants to recreate.
You know who
that
Fertile
wherever
Ground
he
is
goes.
right now? Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago, but they're terrible. Like up and
Yeah.
down.
But
Yeah.
think about it. If he could build up Chicago in 3 years,
Yeah,
and then continue that argument with Michael Jordan, who's the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm taking just different storylines around LeBron and just building like possibilities around that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool to see him be like number 20. He couldn't be number 23
Yeah.
over there, but if
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like he could go there and literally say like he is Michael Jordan changed the game. LeBron's doing the same thing, and that's where that argument exists.
So many
Yeah.
people would shit on him too. Like that, I would do it just for that reason.
yeah,
He's just
yeah.
Oh, you don't like this? Well, I'm gonna do it. I don't give
Yeah.
a shit. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that would be awesome because he is amazing. But yeah, if he went to the Sixers, it'd be crazy just because you got Ben Simmons there.
Yeah.
And Ben Simmons is already like there. I guess
The thunder from down under, baby.
The thunder from down under.
Yeah.
His
And like a
accent is
boomerang, he's
terrible.
going to be back in those playoffs, baby. That boy is
will.
good.
Oh, you got to make him like your Magic Johnson or something. Let him
Yeah.
be the point guard. Let
Don't get
Markel
mates.
Fultz be number 2.
Yeah.
Because God.
Yeah, he's a great. Ben Simmons is the great second-year player that I've ever seen. Second-year player. Yeah, that
He's
guy
a
that's not a
second-year
rookie.
dude.
Yeah.
Donovan
that guy.
Mitchell. all day.
Okay, fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
I'm so tired of
Gosh.
that second-year
Yes.
rookie bullshit.
You sat on the bench, dude. You got trained
Yeah.
in school.
He watched.
Yeah.
He observed. And
Jason
that's-
Tatum's the rookie of the year,
Yeah.
or Donovan Mitchell.
Wait, Jason Tatum. I say Donovan Mitchell.
I like Donovan
Yeah.
Mitchell.
Not Ben Simmons.
Well,
though.
you got to say Jason Tatum.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I don't.
I mean, he.
But also, you know,
He's not a
is
rookie though, but he was able to watch the organization work, and then he found his place. So he's like, it's like double dutch.
Yeah.
He's just watching it in.
Exactly.
He found his way to jump in, and he jumped in, and he was able to carry the team.
Yeah.
He had time to sit on the bench and contemplate the process. And in order to trust the process, one needs to contemplate it.
That was good.
Hit a gong or something.
Yeah.
Boing. See, that's perfect. Gong noise right
Yeah.
there.
So yeah,
So yeah. So sadly, yeah, your team got bounced out.
Yeah.
So, but let's bounce over to the Western Conference where that got wrapped up last night. That was sad. I feel it was a sad ending,
Man.
Because that's more like the Rockets lost.
Is there a
than
sadder
they won.
on-court story than Chris Paul? Like on-court?
No.
Plenty of people have sadder off-court stories, but like, man, I feel so bad for Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Like, I feel so bad
he's
for
such a
that
class act too.
Yeah.
Like he's like, not quite Steph Curry, because he's like outspoken or doesn't have like a public daughter, wife that tweets, which helps Curry. That's what I'm starting to realize. He's a nice guy, but he's got things in his wheelhouse at work.
Yeah.
Chris Paul is just kind of a man, an island that
dude
just
doing his thing.
He's class
He
act.
met
He's
up with his
great.
estranged brother, Cliff Paul. You know,
Who almost got thrown out of a game. Just, if my brother leaves, I leave. Well, you're not leaving. So.
That's the funniest part about like the Chris Paul, Cliff Paul thing is that he actually does have another brother that they didn't put in the State Farm commercials. They'd rather have two Chris Pauls than
That's so funny.
That was hilarious. Like,
and
can my brother do
also
it? No.
his brother looks like Chris Paul in a fat suit.
I was just gonna say
he looks like Chris Clumps.
before and after poster right there. One can dunk and one can't. But yeah, that was so sad.
So sad,
Watching
dude.
him on the bench was.
And
the
they would
worst
have
thing.
they would have won at least Game
yeah.
7. They might have won Game 6 with Chris. They definitely would have won Game 7.
His
would've
hamstring
won Game
injury
7.
did not look that bad either. When he went down, it didn't look that bad. Who did he fall over? Because
I don't remember.
It basically fell backwards and
Yeah,
he got caught on.
it was he came down his left foot and pulled his right hamstring.
Yeah.
which was weird.
It didn't look like a bad injury, but he was up and he was like you could kind of see it in his body language. He's like,
Yeah,
he wasn't like flopping at all.
but he knew what it was.
Yeah,
too.
it was like-
as soon as he got up.
It was pretty heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, watching him on the bench, smacking the chair, and just I was like, because if he was in there,
Yeah.
it'd been way different.
Yeah. And I mean, good on him for sticking around and kind of becoming the like the assistant coach of the team during the injury, and he was really helping out Capella, and like good on him also for like fostering Eric Gordon during the starting position and like telling him how to play instead of being jealous or being like, fuck that guy's taking my position. He was like, no, I'm gonna help this guy become a great player.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just sucks to see that for Chris in general. Because I don't really care about the Rockets. I hate James Harden. I hate Mike D'Antoni. I hate D'Antoni.
D'Antoni.
Yeah.
What do you?
We just played defense and shoot threes.
Yeah.
And you lost. Doing
People
that
love
too.
to
That's
blame Curry for ruining the NBA. I think D'Antoni ruined the NBA a few years ago before Curry was ever even in the league with the triangle offense, the 7-second offense is just.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it.
It's
But
really
it's a 3 game now though.
It's a
That's
3.
all it is.
Because that was the thing about both games is like when everybody's trying to come back at the end, I saw everybody start firing up threes and threes, and you're like, oh,
Well, that was Boston's problem is that they didn't play the team, and near the end of the game, they just were just chucking balls.
Yeah, we were
Terry
7 for
Rozier.
39 from 3 in the game.
That's
Terry
what-
Rozier was 0 for 14.
God, yes.
And he shot like 5 of those threes in the fourth quarter. It's like, what are you doing?
You're like he didn't. No one gave anyone an opportunity to like set up or like post up at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like it was just like it's like everyone run down there. Whoever has the ball is going to shoot. Get ready to run back. Let's waste all of our energy in the last 3 minutes of the game. Let's just go ahead and do it. And it was just like, and then Cavs ran away with it. So
Al Horford shot that wide open three. I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
No.
speaking of Al
Al.
Horford, Al Horford's from town next to me. Gang.
Shout out Al Horford. Gang gang.
What
That
town
was
is that?
His dad was a friend of my. His dad Tito Horford used to play for. I don't know who he used to play for, but he used to come into our Spanish class. He's Dominican.
Yeah.
He used to come into our Spanish class. My Spanish teacher died recently. Gang, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
Dead gang.
dead gang.
Dead gang.
Muerte.
That was perfect. Oh yeah, and that was something I looked at too. Is the fact that the Warriors actually had bench players that played. I mean, they don't score like 7 points, but they had like 5 guys actually came into the game.
Yeah.
and played.
Looney played. Who else played? I saw it. McCaw played. Patrick McCaw. Who else? Man, you know what the real bummer is that I just can't get over, and I realized this last night, is that Nick Young is going to have a ring.
I don't want Swaggy P to have a ring at all.
goddamn. Like,
Swag it.
there's no bigger travesty
Yeah.
in the entire world than like letting someone like that have a ring.
Yeah,
Like you thought J.R. Smith was bad during that parade.
Oh,
Wait
God.
till you see Nick Young during a ring parade.
I still think JR's got time for redemption. I'm saying it.
You know that JR and Nick Young are going to be guarding each other in the NBA Finals, which is the littest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Just the fights and arguments.
Oh my God. It's going to be so cool.
Ego.
It's going to be great.
It's gonna be the 90s again.
That is at every street game's wet dream is like having those two guys guard each other. Just the two biggest shit
hottest
talkers.
heads.
The two drunkest people in the arena.
Yeah, you think they've been having drinks, but just totally sober.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith.
can't wait.
Him just saying, "You can bitch that motherfucker."
Yeah.
You like, dang, dude, that's intense.
I love that.
It's gonna be good though. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like I said, deja vu again. But I mean, it'll be cool.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll see what the Pips do with LeBron because
Yeah.
I mean, if they actually step up and actually play basketball, that'd be dope.
Yeah. I love that, by the way. The new, because I've heard other people call them the Pips. That is the best thing in the world.
Why do they call them the Pips?
Just because they're
Gladys
like they don't
Knight.
matter.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Well,
Like,
that was my assumption, and I'm like,
did you
that's,
see that Donald Glover like outtake sketch from SNL?
Oh
Yeah.
gosh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
It's so true and it's so
it's
great.
the best.
that-
They were the other guys. Like,
yeah.
When I'm
We're
running
the
my-
other guys.
I'm playing jeans. Yeah, it's so perfect and it's so true and it's just
Why did they cut that sketch? That was
I
the
think
best
for time
sketch.
or something,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, but there were sketches on there that they could have cut to put that in there because that
So
is
many.
gold.
yeah.
God,
Yeah.
it was so good. Keenan was actually funny in
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
which was weird.
I don't know. I think that the only thing to look forward to in these finals is that one game that LeBron wins all by himself. Like that's really all, because that's going to happen, and it's going to be 5 games again. It's going to be like 3-0, and then LeBron's going to win game 4 by himself in Cleveland, and then it's going to be like the send off. They're going to send him back to Oakland, and it's basically going to be LeBron's last game in Cleveland. That's what everyone's going to talk about.
Yeah.
He's going to score 57 points and have like 98 rebounds.
Point to the Raptors.
Yeah, and then
Do pull
that's
a
gonna be
Kobe.
it. Yeah,
Just
yeah. He's
not
gonna
score
pull a
any
Kobe.
points until the
Yeah.
last game, and then score
And
like
you know
60.
he knows he's gonna do that. Like he's already preparing for it right now. Like when is my
That's such
game?
a bad break.
Like,
That's such a bad thing where he has to plan his breakup. It's that joke with
Yeah.
Pete Holmes. He's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
when you have to break up with somebody in your phone, you have to put it like in your phone. You have to know what you're gonna do. And like at 4 o'clock, you're gonna hurt Linda.
Yeah.
So you have to put it in your thing like at 4 o'clock, you're gonna think it's hurt Linda. And
Yeah.
you just set it up all day.
yeah.
all day long.
He's gonna hurt
His
Linda.
reminder's gonna be burn Cleveland.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna come up on his.
Just a
phone.
jersey on fire. again.
Their
Yeah.
cities, their river's already been on fire, so they might as well just burn the city down
Oh
too.
my gosh! Actually, it can't be like Tim Duncan and just kind of go out gracefully. Don't even tell anybody you're retired.
Yeah, he has no.
He's like, guess what, guys? I'm
He's
not
got
coming back
no
next year.
chance of doing
Peace.
that.
I
Yeah.
loved him. I loved him.
I wish he could, but
Yeah,
he's
no, he
not.
does. He has too much.
He's got no chance.
Tim Duncan, Lugs spokesperson.
Are you gonna get into technical foul?
Yeah. Let's go ahead.
No, we're in technical foul. Now we're gonna do that. Are we gonna do what you have written here? Or are we gonna do some rule changes?
Let's double up the technical foul.
Ooh,
right, we
let's
got-
do a
Let's do a
T.
doobie
It's
T-
a double
double T.
tech.
All right, we got about 15.
Yeah.
We got about 15.
Okay,
So let's
we'll hit
make
them
it.
hard.
All right.
We'll hit them hard. So you want to play
Yeah,
us
I'm in
in?
right now.
Because it gets me in the mood.
If you want an automatic ejection, cause that's a technical foul. The technical foul. A technical foul. A technical foul.
8 Crazy Nights.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a technical foul.
That's my own choreography too. I didn't steal
I like
that
it, yeah.
from anybody. No.
That was a song by
Stole it
the
from Liza Minnelli.
the
It makes me think of Seinfeld for some reason. I don't know
Yeah.
why the song does. Probably because I watch Seinfeld every day
a good
of
show.
my life.
Let's talk about technical foul.
Yeah, jump into it because some crazy stuff happened. Because we talked about Reuben Foster a couple weeks ago and his domestic thing and that coming right after his marijuana possession arrest and all that. But about a week ago, I guess his girlfriend who made the domestic charges kind of came out and
Oh, I know. I when you brought this up earlier, I didn't know what. Continue. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Because it was, and I like how when I read the report, it said Reuben Foster's girlfriend apparently lied a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what's lied a lot?
It's just funny, right?
How do you measure lied a
That
lot?
bitch lie. Yeah.
yeah, I lied a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of seems I was lying.
What was
that
the
whole
quote?
time.
Do you have the quote on there of what she said? She said something like,
pull it up right here.
I was trying to ruin his life. That's like what she said in court.
Yeah. I
Like
was
I
trying
lied
to.
a lot because I was trying to ruin his life.
I just
Jesus
pull that up
Christ.
because it testified that the linebacker didn't drag her downstairs by her hair, hit her multiple times, or throw her out the house. She explained her injuries, which included a ruptured eardrum and bruising and cuts on her face, neck, hand, and knee, came from a fight with another woman the day before in a road rage incident.
Wow.
What?
And that wasn't even reported to the police.
Not even. Not
So
even.
like they weren't even able to cross-verify that. They just assumed all of a sudden that this guy beat up his girlfriend. They took it for what it was.
Yeah.
Goes to court. She's like, yeah, I just have road rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of cat fight, where's that World Star video?
Gosh.
It's like the one road rage fight that didn't make it to World Star. It's
know.
like the only one I want to see.
That'd be perfect on a 40. You just see all traffic stopped, and it's just
Yeah.
like two women duking it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. I mean, so she
Star.
Yeah.
testifies, like under oath. She's like, all right, cool. Well, now I lied.
Yeah.
Whoa. What's the penalty for that? Because I remember.
Is that
I mean, it's perjury.
Yeah, perjury
so
for
it's
sure.
technically perjury,
Because
Your Honor.
like
Well,
Brian Banks, the guy
yeah.
from Cal
Yeah.
Poly, who the lady testified, said he raped her in high school.
Who is that?
The guy
Emmett
Brian
Till?
Banks played for Cal Poly. Remember, he served prison for I think 17 years. Finally,
Oh, yeah,
talked
yeah, I
to
know
her.
what you're
She
talking about.
admitted she was like, my family
Yeah.
was down and needed money.
Yeah.
And then he got out, and I was
So he
like,
just gets out, but then there's like, what's the retribution? Like, who's paying that?
yeah,
Yeah.
what happened
Does
to
the
her?
state pay that? No. Does she pay that? She doesn't have the money for that. She's already trying to extort people through rumors and lies.
Yeah.
So like, how do you
man.
get out of it?
There's got to be some punishment for that. But that makes me think, like, what's the process when they look into that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Because you look at
Not-
Ray Rice, and that
Not
whole
deep
thing.
enough.
Yeah.
Not deep at all.
Because it's no longer innocent until proven guilty. It's now with the social and I haven't even used the word social justice warrior in a long time. This whole like woke movement. Everyone's just guilty until proven innocent. No matter what, if charges are pressed against you, all of a sudden people automatically assume that you're guilty.
Exactly.
But like, but we gotta apply that same logic to like Harvey Weinstein and Cosby. We basically called them guilty already before they were.
Yeah.
But it was pretty proven
Yeah, it was proven with
testimonies. But like when it comes down to
Cosby.
hard evidence, like I don't know, it just sucks that we have to punish some players for doing
Yeah,
that.
and just that process, like makes me think of that Ray Rice thing.
Yeah.
Where they had the tape, they knew it, but then all of a sudden that tape didn't come out till later. So
Yeah.
you're like, I don't know, it just lies and stuff in general. I mean, it sucks because these people are put in this position, and especially guys like Ruben Foster, who's already got problems with just marijuana and gun possession and all that, and then leads to this. So I don't know, it's got to be a better process for that.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely look into that, or I don't
Let's
know.
just change the justice system.
Change the justice
Well,
system.
the problem is that the justice system is working exactly as it should and as it's supposed to. The problem is that we kind of hold social court above court.
Yeah.
Where if someone is the people are always guilty until proven innocent in society, and so that already that's for some reason that's worse than putting them through the actual judicial process.
Yeah.
And that's what sucks. It's the same thing with like Ezekiel Elliott was like he lost playing time. That whole court process like really messed with his head, and he became a worse player. And then it comes out they leak the text messages between him and his girlfriend, and she said like, "Yo, I'm a white girl, you're a black man. Who do you think they're gonna believe in this case?" Like she said stuff like that in text message, and it's like if we didn't just like vilify this guy right away, we could have found out through the problem is that court moves way slower than Twitter, and so by the time the court found out that it wasn't as bad as she was making it out to be, it's too late. He's already been vilified. He's already lost his job, or he didn't lose his job, but he lost playing time. He lost the NFL suspended him. So
you're right, because that was just nuts. Just like like him coming back on Monday or Tuesday, and on the Thursday he's not back.
Yeah.
So that would play nuts with my head.
Yeah.
I mean, and obviously like just the whole fact of him being a man walking out into the public and these women already having this idea about him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nuts.
Journalists had it out for Zeke ever since he got drafted.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ever since he came out as midriff.
we talked about the Seahawks when he was played preseason with when his first game preseason of his first game of his rookie year, playing in Seattle. He goes to a weed store called Urban Legends, which, by the way, there's a store called Urban Legends. I'm walking in, love a good pun. I love Bob's Burgers because I like the puns in the names. You walk in, he goes in, doesn't buy anything, he's just there. Jerry Jones comes down on him saying that that's like against the players' etiquette. It's like, it's legal in that state. You can't do anything about it. He didn't purchase anything. Sure, he probably smokes weed because you have to if you play for Urban Meyer because that guy's a damn mafioso. So like, give the kid a break. Give the kid a break. Everyone's been after him except for that time in St. Patty's Day when he lifted that girl's shirt up on that float.
Yeah.
That was some pretty. There's some gully shit that he
was
was
gang
pulled
gang.
out. Yeah, that was,
Well, yeah.
it was gully gang.
Yeah.
Gully
Gully
gang.
gang.
Patting that Gully Gang. I'm keeping that.
Yeah. So let's so
Yeah, so hopefully they're definitely going to look at that a little bit more. But also, some other big crazy changes in the NFL besides the kickoff. I mean, that's going to make it not football.
Yeah.
But they changed the rule. No kneeling on the field anymore. If you don't agree with it, go to the locker room, stay in the locker room, or you can be on the field and salute the flag like a normal person.
Yeah.
Because I know the NBA has that same rule.
Really?
Yeah.
That
the same
Adam
rule.
Silver, that tricky bitch. Matt Boyd in a bald cap. That tricky bitch. Look at him. Look at I think
Skinny
Adam
gang.
Silver.
Skinny
look
gang.
at Matt.
Yeah.
They're similar. Except he has weird lips. You got good lips, Matt.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good
No,
lip
that's
gang.
a compliment, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
lip gang. What happens if like you go out on the field but you're like, oh no, it's disrespectful for me to have my shoes untied while the national anthem's going on. I gotta tie my shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Situations. I mean, hey, you don't want to disrespect the
Yeah.
flag with an untied shoe.
Yeah. What
So
about
if
the
you're like,
impromptu wedding proposals during halftime? What, are they allowed to fucking kneel? Huh?
I mean, hey,
huh?
what
They're
if a player
ruining the
wants to come
sanctity of
on?
marriage.
Is Vince Neil of Motley Crue allowed on the field during the national anthem?
My middle name's Neil. Am I allowed in the stadium?
No,
Huh?
the answer is
Actually,
no. You're
no.
not allowed.
Not during the national anthem.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Ruining
You can go
the
to locker
sport,
room.
these guys.
You have
Yeah.
to go to the bathroom. during the
Yeah,
national anthem.
yeah.
That sucks because the bathrooms there are horrible.
Yeah.
The troughs.
The troughs are atrocious.
So like how talk to me about the process of this coming through, like them passing this, because we were talking that before air.
Because the biggest thing that knocked me for a loop is they didn't even associate or ask the Players Association what they thought.
Yeah.
Like, not even like, hey guys, what do you think about this? You know, you're the actual guys
Yeah.
protesting. How do you feel about it? And there was nothing.
It's kind of obvious as to why they wouldn't, though, right? It's not that
'Cause Jerry
surprising
Jones
when you hear
racist.
it.
Oh, wait, what were we saying earlier about the
Well, so the craziest part was that this is the first time that a rule change has ever been allowed into the league where there wasn't an official vote. So usually when stuff like this happens, they sign off on official votes who is in favor of the change and who is not. And in this one, they just basically had all the owners in the room and said, raise your hand if you want to change this rule, raise your hand if you don't. And the statement that came out said that every owner raised their hand in favor to change the rule. And then the second that statement came out, there were owners that got on Twitter and was like, yo, I did not say I wanted this rule. So not only are they doing an unofficial vote so that people's names don't have to be on this rule change, but they're also lying about every owner being in favor of the rule change, which is just like some real like under the table like Illuminati pirate shit where it's just like, yo, this is all off the record. We're going to change this rule off the record so that nobody has blood on their hands. Everyone gets off scot-free. Go make $1 billion.
that's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
On taxpayer money.
Yeah.
on taxpayer money.
Yeah, it's insanity.
Yeah.
And why do we even give a shit about this sport anymore? It
Yeah.
blows my mind.
I feel like it's the most played with sport, like just with the changes and just the whole.
Well, they turned the whole kneeling thing into don't like I watched a guy. I was at work and I saw a guy's shirt and it said "I don't kneel," and I asked him what his favorite song was and he goes, "Oh, it's probably a Merle Haggard song." I go, "Oh, based on your shirt, I bet it would be the national anthem."
Yeah.
Like I'm like, why are you like? They're not shitting on America. There is violence that they want to talk about that isn't a narrative, and they're allowed to speak about that. And by not allowing them to kneel, or it's your right to protest kneeling. So that it's not absurd to say. It's kind of absurd to say for me to be like, oh, you're not allowed to have that idea.
Yeah.
But the mandate to say you're not allowed to kneel during the national anthem is that's a violation of free speech. I mean that's or an OSHA violation. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I wear open-toed shoes during the national anthem?
Now you got me thinking: are they going to start doing like how LeBron and they're in the "I Can't Breathe"
Yeah.
thing, where they wore the T-shirts or
The
came out
NBA
with
is
something
different,
on?
man. The NBA is so good about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
well,
like
I mean, the good news is that the kneeling was never about what people wanted to make it about. It was never, and it's been expressed through both Colin Kaepernick, the leader of this protest, and everyone else that's knelt has said, we're not kneeling to disgrace or besmirch cops or the troops. We're kneeling because we want to show protest because we want equality and fairness. So the cool thing about that is that oh, you're going to take away our right to kneel, we will find something else to do.
Oh, they will.
Because it's not even about kneeling. That's what you guys don't fucking get, is that it's not even about kneeling.
That's what
It's
I'm-
about the protest.
What is it
So
gonna
we'll
turn
do
to?
something.
Yeah.
We'll put our hand over our heart like you want us to, but we'll put the other fist in the air. Like we'll do something. The idea that you think that this is about the troops or
That's
this is
it.
about kneeling is the
Casey,
reason you don't get it in the first place. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And so they'll find something to do. That's not the problem.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
like that. Yeah.
I mean, every single NFL player had a fucking touchdown dance game 1 last year after the rule changed. I think they'll find a new protest.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think they're creative. They got enough downtime during
got plenty of
OTAs.
downtime.
You know,
Oh,
They got
busted
houses
day.
in South Beach. They're all hanging out.
yeah.
Gosh. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
can't wait.
that's
That's a really good point.
Yeah, it's just the craziest part is that the idea that you think that just taking away their right to kneel is gonna, oh fuck, you're right, okay, shit, yeah, maybe cops do treat us right, yeah, thanks. I can't kneel anymore, so I guess I agree. It's like, well, like, what? How do you think this is gonna play out?
Yeah.
It doesn't get better when you do stuff like this. Never has, never will.
And they didn't associate with the players, so
Yeah.
like you said, it's going to turn into something crazy.
Yeah.
Like who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah.
next.
Or the idea that, you know, like the rule is you can't kneel during the national anthem, but if you want to stay in the locker room, you can.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that when the national anthem is being played and not a single player is on the field, do you think that that's going to make everyone that didn't like the kneeling happy? You think that's going to make them
good
feel
point.
good?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Is like now they don't get to see any of the players except for Tom Brady and our receiving core. They'll be out on the field.
I have a question
I'm
about
sure.
about kind of, this is to both of you. Now, since Matt's a Patriots fan and one player is a bit of a wild card,
Ring gang.
Ring Gang.
Yeah.
Ring Gang star. If Gronk decided to crack a beer and chug it during the national anthem,
Yeah.
how excited would white folks across America be?
Oh, dude, you have no idea. Yeah, you have no idea.
White male, party animal, from a pure blood American family, basically just the dumber Mannings somehow,
Yeah.
the impossibly dumber Mannings. How does he like
Easy, but
he,
yeah.
he cracks a beer? I'm sorry,
He's just stone cold.
hey,
and-
still go after the Bills fans.
Yeah.
I'm just out here trying to bring anecdotes.
Yeah,
Out.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like, if he cracked a beer and just chugged it on the field, no one would do anything. People would be like, "Hell yeah, that's what America's all about." And like,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't know where this narrative is.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
You're totally right. It's just the point of what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah.
And then I guess the time of when you do it too. But like you said, if it's their national anthem, it's like home of the free. Bap, everybody's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. It's just like those weird, like you say, it's going to turn into something else.
Yeah.
With Gronk. I really wish he would do that.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way to play. Hey, Gronk, you want to do a little social?
You could probably play.
Yeah.
You could probably just say double dog dare and he'd do it.
Yeah.
I triple dog dare you.
Yeah.
He's so
like,
dumb.
"What?"
He's dude, great player. He's a great player.
Great player.
Dumb as shit though.
Yeah.
Great player,
Force of
like-
nature. Force of nature. right there.
Force
Freak
of
of
nature.
nature.
Yeah.
He's a gorilla.
He's got
Yeah.
a great engine.
Yeah.
Great engine.
Pinnacle human. That guy.
I'm pretty sure he just uses his tongue as a mouth guard.
Yeah.
He's so dumb.
Yeah. That dude's got a wide tongue.
He's,
You already know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
he
You
doesn't
call
have-
that
he
a
doesn't have
kiss?
sweat glands, so that's how
Got
that's
a
how
fat tongue.
he
that
perspires
guy.
with his tongue. It's like a golden retriever.
Oh Jesus.
That thing, that's a show. I think that's a
I
show.
think that's a show.
That's a good one.
It's a good show.
We definitely commented
I
on
like this show.
Gronkowski's tongue and how it's dope. But hey, guys, give it up for our special guest though.
Oh, stop it! Thank you
awesome.
very much.
The man.
Thanks for having me. This is a great show.
He's out here.
Thank
He's
you very
denying the climate change no matter
Not
what.
real. It's not real. I don't even think clouds are real, but we can get into that.
We'll get into that next time.
next
Go
time.
follow us. Twitter, Instagram. Hit us up. Hell to the Naw.
Yeah.
We out.